All right, welcome to the podcast. I am hanging out with Dane Thorogood. You got a lot of titles here. I'm going to read all of them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so Templ is you're the president of Templ. It's a non-alc beer. You're also the president of the Totem Charitable Foundation and the vice president of the Totem Group. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I don't want to give Justin too much credit because I talk about Justin Barber on almost all my podcasts, I've come to realize, but he connected us as a result of one of the projects that you're working on called Templ.
Yeah, Justin, he's working with us at Templ,
Yeah.
and I got to know Justin through Bill McKenzie,
Yeah.
as well. So yeah, no, Justin's a great guy.
He is he's like, a ball of energy would be the right way to describe that guy. So you got the right guy kind of pushing it on people because he's good at what he does. I want to talk a little bit about maybe the first couple of things, which would be the Totem Charitable Foundation and the Totem Group, just to kind of understand what that's all about, and then obviously get into this Templ because curious about how this all came to be. But maybe talk a little bit about what the Totem Group is all about.
Yeah, so the Totem Group, it was a result of Totem Building Supplies, which my dad owned and started in 1970, sold to Rona in 2005.
Yeah.
So after that, kind of everything was kind of just named Totem.
Yeah.
So
It was working.
yeah. So anyways, Totem, it's a family business. My brother and I, we run that. And it's kind of just a spin-off of buildings and some recreation properties like the 2 golf courses and
Right.
hotel up in Sundre. So yeah, that's the Totem Group. Other than that, we have the Charitable Foundation, which I'm the president of, and Ryan was before, my older brother Ryan.
Right.
And we've had that since 2005.
Okay.
Which is it's good. It kind of keeps all the family involved in philanthropy and the young now with all the kids growing up, they're on the board now too. And
Nice.
we do focus very local to Cochrane and
Yeah.
Calgary, but we've done other things as well. So yeah, no, it's a good project. We're proud of it. We've donated about $5 million to date.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's pretty successful, and it's good. It keeps you humble, and it keeps you involved in the community. And
Totally.
yeah, no, I really enjoy doing that.
What kind of projects? Like, give me an example of something you guys would do through the organization.
So we've done, anything from the Ronald McDonald House to the Spray Lakes arenas. We did that with Barry from Spray Lakes before he sold it.
Okay.
So that was a huge community project that and I think we got, what is it? There's 3 rinks there.
Yeah.
Out of it. So
That's a beautiful facility.
yeah, it is. We like doing those kind of projects that we do commitments year after year.
Yeah.
And you can kind of get a bunch of the Cochrane business owners involved. And
Right.
another one we did was a legacy trail. That was a large one. The schools in the area, Cochrane High, we've done a lot of projects there.
Yeah.
But I mean, the list is quite large.
Awesome.
Sometimes when something comes up in Cochrane or even just in Canada, we're there to kind of donate.
Yeah.
So,
It's cool you said the kids are on the board. That's good experience for them too, hey? Like having something like that where they can kind of dip their toes into what that's all about, that world.
yeah, it is good, and it was the same for me too. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I was just at a university, and I had Big Brother telling me what to do, but it's you can kind of learn carefree.
Yeah.
You can kind of still, it's your siblings or your uncles, telling you these are the ropes, and
Totally.
so you can kind of have a voice and not
Yeah.
feel, scared to speak up.
Yeah.
So it is a good, it's a good setup for sure.
Absolutely. So I was warning you that I wanted to ask you some stupid questions about golf because you're a huge golfer, very passionate about it. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
Yeah. Went to school in Alabama. we were talking about how cheap it was to drink back in the day in Alabama.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. So did you grow up golfing? Like this is something you did as a child?
Yeah. So I started when I was about 12
Okay.
at the Cochrane 9-hole
Yeah.
golf club. And yeah, no, I played, that was kind of my main sport. I mean, I played hockey too.
Yeah.
And everything else, whatever kids do. But no, I kind of got serious when I was 14, 15. I was on one of the Team Canada teams and then provincial teams, kind of grew up
Nice.
through junior golf, and
Yeah.
got a scholarship to South Alabama, and
Sweet.
just played.
So what is it about it? Because, I was introduced to golf, probably around the same age, and I didn't find it appealing, I'll say. So what about the what about the game resonated with you?
Honestly, if it wasn't for the junior program at Cochrane,
Mm-hmm.
who knows if I would have golfed. Like
Right.
that program was, I think there was 100 kids. So
Yeah.
like if you weren't in it, like at my certain age, it was like, what are you doing? You're not in the Cochrane golf program.
Right.
And it was, this little 9-hole course next to the sawmill, but everyone did it.
Yeah.
And like the parents loved it. Dropped
I was
your
gonna
kids,
say like a babysitting service for the.
see you later.
Yeah.
Let's see you at the end of summer. That's kind of how it worked.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just a good program, and it got everyone competitive, and
Right.
whoever you just drop them off. Like my dad would drop me off, go to work, and then he'd pick me up at like 6 at night,
Yeah.
like in the summertime.
Yeah. Totally.
So it was good.
Yeah. I used to go to they call it wind sport now, like COP, to ski with my kids, and that's basically why we stopped going. I don't want to shit on them, but I'm just like, this is a babysitting for teenagers,
For sure.
Yeah. I love it. So with golf, so you end up going to school for 4 years. So talk about that experience a little bit.
I mean, it was amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's looking back, I mean,
Mhm.
everything's always sweeter when you look back.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Like you went to school in the morning, you golfed.
You don't know how awesome it is at
Oh,
the time,
oh
right?
my
So yeah,
God.
looking back, it's like, oh shit.
Like you just golfed every day.
Yeah.
All of these sweet golf courses. Like you got free clubs. You got like it was just. I think we had 4 home courses, like Robert Trent Jones. Like it was some money.
Yeah.
Like, it was the best.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, you got to compete against some of the best in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, the All-Americans, like the people that graduated through were great. There was a few on my team that made, the European tour, things like that. So
Yeah.
that was kind of neat to see. I was always like the 5th guy,
Yeah.
I was just good enough. But it was fun.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I got to golf. So,
Yeah.
but worked out because when I graduated, it was right around the time that my dad sold Totem.
Okay.
And the first thing he wanted to do, he loved golf. So the first thing he said, if I ever sell, I'm going to buy a golf course. And
Right.
the Sundry Golf Club was up for sale. And he told me, I'm going to buy a golf course. And he told me Sundry. And I thought, why the hell would you buy Sundry? Like, it's like, where is Sundry? It's,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, it's about an hour and a half away. And anyways, it was cheap. So he purchased it and kind of just redid the whole thing.
Right.
Kind of went.
Yeah, I heard you guys went I heard it's beautiful. Like again, I don't golf a lot, but I've heard that.
Yeah.
What you guys did to it was unbelievable.
He like stripped the whole golf course and got
Really?
in a designer. And I mean, it is like, if you're a golfer, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's always maintained quite nicely. And yeah, so anyway, so he bought that, and I came back, worked the oil industry, like downtown.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do, I thought.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is not for me. So
Yeah.
started working for the family business and
Nice.
been there since. So
So what was your role then? So that was the Sundry Golf Course. You guys also owned Grey Wolf, is that right?
yeah.
Yeah. So what was your role coming in and starting with the family business then there?
I mean, we had head pros and
Yeah.
assistant pros, and I essentially just got thrown into GM, and
Yeah.
I kind of learned the ropes through my dad,
Yeah.
essentially. And yeah, he just threw me in, and I mean, we didn't really know much about the business either.
Right.
I did have a business degree. But,
Yeah.
I mean, every business is different, and
Totally.
so it was kind of nice to be submerged right from the get-go and just kind of, I'd go to, he had me do all the shitty work, but
Obviously.
we'd go to these trade shows all over,
Yeah.
and sell the golf course.
Yeah.
So we kind of did everything, which
Yeah.
was kind of fun, but
That's cool.
I don't really miss that anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
Although I'm now doing it again. with
Yeah,
Templ.
yeah. Well, yeah, but it's your own gig.
Yeah.
So just in golf, because I again, like I said, like when I was a kid, I had some experiences, I'll say, that just kind of turned me off the game. As I get older, I think I appreciate the game a little bit more, but I wanted to ask you these only because I really want your insight. So, as an adult, what is it about the game that still kind of resonates with you? Like is there something therapeutic about it? Is it the competitive nature? What is it that keeps you, because sometimes people love a sport or love an activity and they kind of age out of it, or they grow out of it. What keeps you kind of passionate about the game?
Well, you can't perfect it.
Yeah.
Like it is, and I practiced a lot in my life.
Yeah.
And you just can't perfect everything. Like one week your putting's good, one week your driving's good,
Right.
but there's always something wrong.
Yeah.
So what it does is it tests your wit and it tests your patience.
Yeah.
And it's the best example of real life.
Yeah.
In a sport, because like life doesn't go as planned ever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's how you handle it, right?
Right.
So that's kind of like golf. Everything could be going your way, and I don't know, you hit a sprinkler head and it goes OB.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you going to handle this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I like golf, because there's always something new.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way to describe it.
And I like that, and I think that took me like my entire life up until kind of this point to kind of realize that is, I was saying I grew up older brothers, and we were always very competitive, and so I always approached golf as it's me against the people I'm with, and now I think of it as the exact opposite, and it's just like I'm trying to do as good of a shot here as I can. And like you said, kind of, if you have a shitty shot and you keep that frustration going, that's not going to help you. That's just going to assure that you have another shitty shot. So as a metaphor for life, it's like, okay, you got to sometimes slow down, take a breather, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Would you consider yourself a purist when it comes to golf?
Like, in the sense, like, are we talking PGA Tour Live conversation here?
No,
or?
No. I don't know enough about golf to have that conversation. So I'm talking about, one of the things that I hear a lot, people say, I don't golf because it's too long, right? Like they start saying, like, this is how we should change the game. For me, I've always believed that unless why a game is played and what some of the traditions are, I really don't think it's your place to start messing with the game, right? So for you, when you think about the game of golf, and when you're walking the course or driving the course, do you get the sense of like everything is just kind of laid out perfectly? Like, I'll give you an example. Sometimes when I watch baseball, I think it's crazy how perfectly, like, the distance from home plate to first is like the perfect distance, so that when the third baseman gets the ball, it's a battle to get him out. Like, they've just kind of placed everything perfectly to where it's just
to make that throw exciting.
Yeah,
just exciting enough.
Do you see golf in that way? Like, in terms of, like, if someone would say, why not 6 holes per instead of 9 or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I'm relatively traditional in my mindset on golf. Like, I mean, it's it's 18 holes because that's where, all the records have been made on 18 holes.
Right.
All the majors are on 18 holes.
Yeah.
There's so much around the game of golf, like the etiquette. I think all of that is very important. There's quite an integrity to the game.
Yeah.
You see people taking 6-foot gimmies, and it's like, well, what do people love watching in, like, the Ryder Cup. They love watching someone miss a 2-foot putt.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like it's there for the entertainment. It's there. I mean, I think, yeah, in that sense, I'm a bit of a purist.
Yeah.
Right? I think it should stay the same. I think a lot of the stuff going on right now, like with the Ryder Cup last week, you know, yelling "fuck you" in the back swings. Like, I mean, that's getting a little bit much.
Yeah.
You know, and the players yelling it back.
Yeah.
You know, like when it was like Happy Gilmore 3.
I was gonna say,
You know, like it's good when that happens from time to time.
Yeah.
But like 3 days is like
isn't that why we have like the waste management?
yeah, like leave it to the
tournament?
waste and like the live events. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah. What about for kids? Like one of the things that I found, and again, I'm cornering you in this whole golf thing, but I am curious about, you know, these types of sports because I want to. In my mind, I'm going, okay, I need to get into golf and I need to understand, you know, some of these things. So as kids, I have two teenage girls, and I'd like to introduce them to the sport. What I found when I was a kid is the courses that I was exposed to were super pretentious.
Yeah.
To the point where it made me feel really uncomfortable as a kid. Like, what's the balance there between, you know, the etiquette and the tradition, but also making kids feel kind of welcome and not like they're, you know, intruding on their dad's course kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I like as far as like for kids, like just get them playing. I think there's a lot of like good things out there, like Launchpad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Launchpad's sweet.
Yeah.
Like take your kids there for like the way they have it laid out. Like take them there for an hour.
Yeah.
And then have games out there to like you know targets and like I think that's a brilliant idea and
Right.
it's great for the development of golf. And then you know if they like it and they can hit the ball, then take them out to the course. Like take them for 9 holes max.
Right.
And you know like one of my kids loves playing 18 and the other one he just likes putting. And you know the one who likes putting is actually going to be a really good golfer, but
Yeah.
he's just not. It's just too much for him right now. Like it's
Yeah.
like, the focus isn't there, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as my kids want to leave, I'm like, let's go. Right?
Let's
Like,
go. No, I think it's good. So let's talk a little bit about Templ now. I'm curious about. For me, it's always about, you know, fascinated with how people create companies. Obviously, so I asked you about why you created Templ, why you started the brewery, the non-alc brewery, and you had you said short answer, you needed a challenge. Long answer involves rehab, sobriety, and an opportunity in a new marketplace. So I kind of want to unpack both of those ideas. The idea that you needed a challenge, I laugh because you're already involved in a lot of things, and you have 3 boys. It seems like you had some challenges laid out for you already. Why did you feel like you needed a new challenge in this world?
well, the one good thing about you know the golf side of our company is like I've spent the last 15 years hiring like awesome people,
Right.
and they like they're so good that my job is you know it's gotten less and less.
Yeah.
So I feel that, you know, without annoying them every day,
Mhm.
you know, how cool would it be to start your own thing?
Right.
And it was one of those things that I wasn't really aspiring to do. It just came upon me.
Yeah.
Right. And it was, you know, sink or swim. It was kind of one of those moments. So I just
Yeah.
went with it.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, that's the answer to your short. That's
Okay,
the short
so-
answer.
So let's talk the long answer. So some of the challenges maybe that kind of led up to the idea of doing a non-alc beer. So let's start with the rehab and sobriety.
Yeah, I mean, I think well, to start, the non-alc side is getting to be quite huge.
Yeah.
And the reason why I know that is because I don't drink. But yeah, to get into the long answer, I did go to rehab 5 years ago.
Okay.
So I had 2 kids. I mean, I won't get into it too dark, but it's no, I had 2 kids and I was just doing the day-to-day every single day. It was before COVID, probably didn't help. But you know, it was just honestly, it was those lunch beers
Mm-hmm.
turned into like every day,
Mm-hmm.
every day, every day. And then all of a sudden it got earlier and earlier and earlier. And it's next thing you know, I was driving into Cochrane, stopping at the same liquor store at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And me and this guy, the owner, like it was like a daily routine. Like it was, I'd roll in, I'd buy a 6-pack. He'd look at me, he'd ring me in, and no words were spoken. And I, after a few months, I'm like, this is fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
why won't he talk to me? Like, why won't he say anything? I know this is bad,
Yeah.
but he won't say anything. Well, I know why now, because he was making more off my 6-packs every day than a 12-pack every 2 days. But anyways, it came to the point where I was like, this isn't working. I'm drinking every day. I got to go to rehab. And that's kind of the way I do things. It's like, I'm all in, I don't tippy toe. I don't, test the waters. I just go,
Right.
bam.
Yeah.
So I did. I went to rehab for 30 days, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I was on call it a hamster wheel
Mm-hmm.
every day. It was like, what's that Bill Murray movie?
Oh, Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day. That was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get out, and yeah, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I've been sober ever since. So it was a success story. It wasn't a bad story.
Yeah.
But with that, there's an opportunity. We have 2 restaurants at each golf course.
Mhm.
And one day I was at Grey Wolf in the wintertime, and I was having I think it was a logo, a Fernie.
The Fernie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good. But I was like, there's
Yeah.
something missing. And that's a nice sound.
I'm gonna have one. Yeah. This is your beer here.
But there's something missing. And
Cheers.
cheers.
Mhm.
So I thought I'd make my own.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an adventure. Like it was an absolute adventure. Like I'm a golfer.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about beer. So by the time so this was at Grey Wolf. By the time I drove back to Calgary, I told my wife about it. I was like, I think I'm gonna start a non-alc beer. And she's like, what? Okay. So we like started Googling beer masters.
Yeah.
And found this guy out of North Vancouver.
Mm.
And I just reached out to him. I was like, hey man, I want to make my own non-alc beer.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So we went so that's how we started. I went and I got the trademark done up the next day. So after I did that, I was pot committed. I couldn't back out. Just
Of course you couldn't. Yeah.
just like rehab, just jumped right in. I
Just
was like,
all
this is
in.
a great idea.
Yeah.
So I did that. Phoned my buddy up. We've always wanted to do something together, business wise. And I said, hey, Adam, listen, this is what I'm doing. Templ on tap. Are you in? And he's like, yep.
Yeah.
So that was it. Like, and then we kind of just started this thing, and it was weird. Like it was really tough to find like the right flavor.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of what I wanted was like a kokanee.
Yeah.
That's what I used to crush back in the day, and
6 packs of kokanee
yeah,
daily.
just daily or whatever. I mean, the morning drinks are probably hay alls, but
Yeah.
a little sweeter.
Oh, the
Yeah.
iced teas.
Yeah,
Nice.
but anyways, so we went down the rabbit hole, and we tried this and we tried that, and so we got these beer people out of Vancouver. So yeah, so it was one Mac Kiss, and then Natalie, friend of his, she came on as well. And they went down to this beer fest or was it beer fest? Some trade show
Yeah.
in Nevada.
Okay.
And they ran into these guys who like, that's their niche. Like they do non-alcs, and they
Yeah.
have this crazy machine, filtration machine. And, they said, they came back, they're like, guys, like this is the real deal. You got to check it out. And we're like, sure, sweet, let's do it. So we like booked a flight to Denver, and then we drove to Golden, Colorado.
Yeah. Cool.
Where the Coors factories are, and went there. We tried it. We're like, all right, let's do it. And it was amazing. This recipe they made.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that was our little adventure, and took us out to where we brew the beer. And there's one place in Canada that does it, and it's in Toronto, and they
Yeah.
have this filtration machine, this reverse osmosis. And that's what kind of differentiates our beer from everyone else's. And it, our thing is we just want it to taste like beer.
Yeah.
When for me, when I'm off the golf course, or on the golf course for that matter. You want that refreshing, like that sound that we just did.
Yeah,
You want that? Like, I mean, it fills the gap. Like that's, it tastes like beer to me. So I think we succeeded on it.
I love it.
Yeah.
One of the things that you said when we were chatting before we hit record is, I think a lot of people assume that it's non-drinkers that are gravitating towards the non-alcoholic beer, but you're saying it's actually people that still drink beer that are you find kind of gravitating towards it.
Yeah, like it's those people that just want to abstain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there's tons of good excuses. It's you went on a bender, you feel like shit, like you need you need some breathing room, a few weeks off, whether it's sober October, whether it's dry January, or you just like I was mentioning at Grey Wolf and Sundry, like we offer a 6-pack. It's like 3 regulars, have them on the front, have 3 Templs in the back. That way you still have a decent time and drive home and not feel like shit the next day. So
no, absolutely. So for you, what do you enjoy most about it? You're talking about like the sales aspect and stuff like that, the cold calling. Is that kind of what you enjoy, or what do you love when you look at the company and how it's rolling out? What's something that you love doing?
Well, first, like I didn't realize I'd like the sales so much,
Right.
but I do.
Yeah.
If you would have told me like 3 years ago how much time I'd spend in liquor stores, I'd be like, you're nuts.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. I don't drink. But
especially like post rehab.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, like I'm totally going into these liquor stores with a new vision now. But
have you visited the buddy that you?
I did. He sold it. I actually did visit him.
Nice.
Yeah, but he sold it. Yeah, it's funny. Anyways, no, I do like the sales. The sales is awesome.
Yeah.
I really liked working with the branding.
Yeah.
I thought that was super fun. My wife was in marketing, and we kind of had some fun with it.
Yeah.
We had we used Public Eye. They were great. It's kind of like that nostalgic kind of looking can. It's not like the Miller High Life, but it's
got that retro.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Vibe to it, 100%.
So that was fun. But yeah, the sales, the cold calling, like it's a rush. Like I'll probably leave here and do some.
Yeah.
Like I was picking up my kids from school yesterday, and I saw a liquor store, and I was kind of late. I was like, fuck it, I can make one more. And so I dove in and tried to make a sale. And
so what do you like about it? Like, is it? I feel like you almost like the rejection as much as the not to say that it's awesome being told to beat it, but like, what do you like about it? Is it a challenge?
Yeah, it's a challenge. Like it's if someone says no, it's like you don't want to be the salesman, but it's like, why? What are we? What am I missing here?
Yeah.
As an owner, it's like why aren't we making the sale? But a lot of times it's just going in there and talking about how much you like the product and just seeing their face. It's like it is a challenge. Yeah. And it's fun to see in places too, right?
Yeah.
We're in co-op, like the co-op liquors, a lot of those, Crowfoot liquors. I mean, just, we're growing fast. Yeah. And credit to Justin and my other partner, Adam. Adam's a salesman as well. Nice. So we kind of feed off each other. Yeah. Which is a challenge.
I think the nice thing with you doing the sales and asking those questions, like if it's a no and asking why, because I think sometimes if you're not kind of on that front line, you'll have a theory of like, oh yeah, just do this and just do this to sell. But when you get to see like what are people's objections, that's part of the learning curve, is to understand, okay, if they're not excited, like why isn't everybody excited about this? Like what is it that they're saying we can't do it because? It's nice to know that.
It is, for sure. It's so valuable just being there and just reading the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and people forget, like they're like, oh wait, it's like, oh, your beer is not top of mind. It's like, like I'm not insulted. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to go in there and remind them.
Oh, 100%. So what would you say is your vision for the company? Like if you were to look at it 5 years from now?
I mean, it's changed a lot from when I wanted to start this. Because
I was going to say,
it was just for me.
Yeah. It was originally like, okay, let's just make enough for kind of this area.
Yeah. I was going to sell it at my golf courses and,
And then so why did that change from the original vision? Why did you say, okay, it needs to be a bigger scale?
Yeah, I mean, it was just pure economics.
Yeah.
You know, we produce it in large batches, and there's everything that goes along with this industry that I knew nothing about. You know, logistics, you know, cost of packaging, storage, everything.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do it at a decent scale for it to work.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's with that being said, I knew I couldn't just sell it at a few golf courses and, you know, some of my friends' places, you know,
Right.
that wasn't gonna fly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like down 5 years from now, I mean, what I'm planning on doing is keeping it one SKU for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be the go-to for a non-alc. Like I do. It tastes like a beer.
Yeah.
It's refreshing. It's everything I want it to be.
Yeah.
So my goal is just to get in as many places as I can, and
Love it.
and it just, you know, that's the go-to.
Where's the name come from?
Your body's a temple.
That's okay.
But yeah, like anything in business, you know, I thought it was kind of a screw up too, because it's spelled without an E.
Right.
And when I was doing the trademark, which I've never done, I was like, oh, I'll just spell it differently, and that way it won't be as tough to do, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, it's auditory, so it doesn't matter if there's an E or two E's or whatever. If it sounds like temple, it's temple. So that's why it's temple without an E. But
that's hilarious.
But it works. So.
Do you do you have any challenges with the name? The reason I asked that, I remember talking to Neil. He was the like the founder of Alley Cat.
Yeah.
Brewing, and his one regret, I'm sure he has more than one, but that I recall was spelling Alley Cat with a K. He's like, it fucked everything up. So do you ever have any challenges with Temple without an E?
Yeah, like I have to repeat my email address.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
right.
like without an E.
Yeah.
I say without an E all the time.
Yeah. So TM? No. First E, yes.
Yes.
Second E, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So challenges, like when you think about, you know, starting this venture, and the things that you enjoy, are there any challenges that I guess kind of surprise you, like barriers that you didn't think would be there?
Oh, there's tons.
Yeah.
Like there's so many. Like I don't think we have enough time. But like it's everything's new, right?
Yeah.
You know, like setting up an online store, you know, Amazon, learning how to make beer.
Yeah.
Like all of it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, nothing totally specific.
Do you ever go, fuck, why did I do this?
Oh yeah.
You have, yeah.
All the time, but it's, you know what, it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's been great. And I've had a lot of support too. Even with the guys from the Totem Group, like within our businesses.
Yeah.
Everyone's helping out.
Nice.
And it's they're excited about it too. It's something different, you know.
Yeah.
But it's something, you know, I was passionate about beer drinking. I was a professional beer drinker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I want to be a professional non-alcoholic beer maker. So
it's funny you say, because I was thinking about that, like your kind of your attitude, like, you know, you're like when you're all in, like, you know, so if you go to rehab, it's if you want to stop drinking, it's like, okay, I'm going to go to rehab, you know. When you were drinking, it's like, okay, I'm going to go there every morning and at 10 and get so. But that's also kind of that all in mentality that, you know, has probably brought you success as well, right? So it's kind of that fine line. It's like they say, like your biggest strength is also your biggest weakness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that.
Yeah. So do you like, how do you ride that line? Because that all in mentality is obviously worked against you and worked for you in your life.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It is how I live my life. Like, I mean, I just did it with the golf courses this year.
Yeah.
You know, I went down. We had, speaking of bad breaks on the golf course, we had Jean Van de Velde, who lost the '99 British Open.
Okay.
He was like the biggest blow up in golf history.
Okay.
I think he had to make double in the last hole and made triple.
Oh, Jesus.
To go into a playoff. Anyways, so he's like, I mean,
Tin cupped it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was like, they probably made the movie after this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, he was. I was down in Mexico and I saw him,
mm-hmm.
and instead of you know, me just being like, yeah, I got a lesson from Jean Van de Velde. I was like, you should come to our golf course for 2 weeks next year. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
he was at our golf course for 2 weeks this year. And everyone's like, why did you do that? I'm like, I don't know. It seemed awesome.
Why 2 weeks? Where did that come
Well,
from?
we just came to that agreement. But
Yeah.
so he was like the ambassador at Grey Wolf for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
And they're like, man, that you kind of jumped into that. I'm like, yeah, I know. I did.
By week 2, it's just kind of awkward.
Yeah.
You're both looking at each other like, yeah.
But it was good. We like everyone loved it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We had a big members tournament. We had a celebrity there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the way I do things.
I love it.
So
I love it. You mentioned your dad. I'm curious about kind of your experience and if you look back at all the things that you've done, is he one of your mentors? Do you have other mentors that have kind of gotten you to where you are?
yeah, I mean, it was probably my dad.
Yeah.
I mean, he he ran Totem. He went to university for like a semester.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was kind of like, he learned on his own.
Yeah.
Which maybe inspired me to do this Templ thing as well. But
Yeah.
it was with him. It wasn't really textbook. Like everything was just kind of the way Jim did it,
Mhm.
and it was really like me and my brother got to work with him every single day.
Mhm.
I mean, he's passed now, but we learned a ton, and most of it is. If I was to wrap it up in a nutshell, I mean, he was so good to his employees and he respected who worked for him so much. And that is one of the things that we like to do as well. I think it's very important in business to take
Yeah.
care of the people that are looking out for you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I would say he's definitely my main mentor for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
So outside of work, I mean, it feels like you have a lot of stuff going on. What else do you do? Like you're still playing hockey, you're raising 3 boys. What does your life look like?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. But it's like anyone who has kids. I mean, we're
Yeah.
running around to football and
Yeah.
hockey, and my kids are big ski racers.
Mhm.
So we go to Panorama every weekend.
Oh shit. Wow.
And we do the ski racing, which I wasn't a ski racer, so I'm like another thing I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
I just learned how to like tune skis last year.
Yeah.
So it's always something. Swimming, there's always activities. We're running around, and then we hit the bed. My wife and I were like, we're out. I die every night for like 7 hours.
3 boys. Like I can sincerely say, like, I love having my girls. Like they're and I know, like, I've been warned that it'll change, but like they're so calm and they're so, like, I think back to like when we were kids, like, because I have 2 older brothers. I feel so bad for my mom now. So like compared to what, so I'm thinking about you, like when you're at the end of the day, you're a lot more tired than I am for sure.
Oh, well, they're just dumb, right? Like boy, like I'm dumb. I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Like we do stupid things. Like I picked up my son from preschool yesterday, and I'm like, "What's up your nose?"
Yeah.
He's like, "A noodle." I'm like, "What?" He's like, I said, "Why'd you put a noodle up your nose?" He's like, "I had nowhere else to put it." I'm like, "What? That's how you think, hey? Like, you're just a boy." Like, yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah, they're nuts, but it's awesome. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing the story. I think it's just fun to kind of, like I said, learn from people where how their creative kind of process works and stuff like that. And it just feels like you're pretty passionate about it. So I love hearing about it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I appreciate you having me on the show, and we kind of shooting the shit. And last time I saw you is when you had Edge Sports in Cochrane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. It's been a while. So I still get nostalgic for Cochrane. It's a good city. It's grown like crazy since we've left. Like, it's insane. It's unrecognizable, but I mean, it's still a beautiful city.
You know what I still have? I know we're done here, but
no,
I was getting my my skate sharpened because I'm playing hockey for the first time in a while tonight, and that sticker that you guys used to put on the bottom of the skate.
Oh yeah.
Still,
there's like a silver.
There's
sticker?
still an Edge sticker
Nice.
on the bottom of my. That's how That's how often I play hockey.
That's awesome. And you're rocking the graph skate still?
You betcha.
Yeah, that's like how kids nowadays, like, they'll just look at us and be like, how old are you? You have graph skates.
Exactly.
But still the best skates ever made,
Yeah, I
100%. And Calgary made back in the day.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they had, whenever I go to 88, so 88's a local craft brewery, Graph was like right in the same kind of area in Portland there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was, I get nostalgic sometimes, but yeah, but hey, I'm back in the beer industry, getting to tell awesome stories, so it's all good.
Well, sweet.
Awesome. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, take care. Thanks so much for listening to the Create Podcast. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. See you next Wednesday.